how to make an uninterested woman chase you instantly. Have you ever stopped to think about why her interest disappeared? Before panicking, relax. Most of the time, the problem isn't you. It's how you're presenting yourself. Maybe you're giving off that always available vibe, or worse, you're too predictable. The truth is, no one likes the obvious. If you've already spilled your entire life story on the first date, leaving no room for curiosity, it's like turning off a movie halfway through. The question is, where did you lose the mystery? Look, sometimes you might have shown your hand way too quickly, like replying to all her messages at lightning speed, or making it painfully clear you'd do anything just for a hi from her. Guess what? That takes the challenge out of the equation. And as you probably know, most women are attracted to the unpredictable. That sense of what's coming next. Without that, the excitement fades before it even starts. Now, consider the context. Her lack of interest might not even have anything to do with what you did or didn't do. Maybe she's busy with work, school, or even dealing with baggage from her past. Don't take it personally or act like it's the end of the world. Understanding what's going on helps you avoid jumping to conclusions. And, my friend, that shows maturity. So, here's the simple advice. Stop chasing her like a marathon runner and focus on adjusting your attitude. Show her you're an interesting guy worth getting to know. That's how you change the game and make her see you in a completely new light. There's nothing like turning the tables with class, right? You know that guy who's always around, available, ready to do whatever she wants? Yeah, that guy gets overlooked. Now imagine doing the opposite. Instead of replying right away, you wait a little. You're not ignoring her. You're just showing that your life is full of cool things happening, with or without her. This is where the magic of calculated indifference comes in. You're not being a jerk. You're just making it clear that your time is valuable. And guess what? That makes her curious. When you're not 100% available, she starts wondering, what's he doing? Who's he with? Suddenly you become a mystery, and mystery is like a magnet. The goal is to make her feel like she needs to find out more about you, instead of putting you in the same old box. This, my friend, is one of the oldest tricks in the book, and it still works. But hold up, this doesn't mean disappearing off the face of the earth. It's all about balance. Reply to her messages confidently, but not like you've been sitting around waiting. Decline last-minute invitations gracefully and suggest something better later. When you do this, you're sending the message that your time is worth gold. And let's be real, it is, right? If she wants your attention, she'll need to work for it a little more. So, instead of chasing her, be the guy she wants to pursue. A guy who doesn't need to prove anything because he already knows his worth. That's exactly what sets you apart from everyone else. And the best part, this not only makes her notice you, but also makes her think, why is he so different from the others? The answer? Because you've learned how to play the game the right way. True attraction doesn't start at the gym or in front of the mirror. It starts with the way you live your life. Women are naturally drawn to guys with unique energy who radiate confidence and make the world around them seem more interesting. It's not enough to just seem cool. You have to actually be cool. And that comes from how you spend your time, what you chase, and the impact you have on those around you. After all, a guy with a spark in his eyes and a purpose in life is impossible to ignore. It's time to look at your passions and hobbies. How about swapping hours on social media for something that really helps you grow? Whether it's learning an instrument, surfing, cooking, or finally starting that project you've been putting off. The point is to show that you live a rich and self-sufficient life. Women love guys who have their own world because that automatically makes them part of it, not the center of it. The guy who masters this becomes irresistible. But it's not just about what you do, it's about how you connect. Being charming, smiling without fear, and genuinely caring about what others say makes all the difference. Confident and charismatic people attract everyone, not just her. When you become the type of guy who lights up a room just by being there, people notice. And you know who else notices? She does. Working on yourself is the real secret. When you become someone who doesn't seek attention but receives it naturally, the game changes. And if other people also want to be around you, it creates an energy that's magnetic and impossible to resist. It's not just her who'll want to be by your side. You'll become the kind of guy everyone admires. You know what makes someone think about you all the time? Mystery. If you're predictable, hand everything over on a silver platter and are always available, what's the fun in that? The trick is to become an enigma. That doesn't mean being cold or distant, but leaving a hint of "I want more" in every interaction. The secret is to not be obvious. People love what they can't fully figure out. For instance, the next time she asks about your weekend, don't give her a full report. Say something like, "Oh, it was a pretty unique experience. Maybe I'll tell you about it later." Boom. Now she's thinking, what did he do? The idea is simple. Less is more. Make her want to know more about you instead of giving all the answers right away. And, of course, be unpredictable. Plan a date at a place she'd never expect. Surprise her mid-conversation with something she didn't see coming. When you step out of the routine and break the pattern, she never knows what to expect. And what does that do? It keeps her curiosity alive. The predictable is comfortable, but the unpredictable is exciting. Finally, mystery isn't just about your words. It's about your lifestyle. A guy with goals, unique interests, and ambitions is automatically intriguing. When she feels there's more to discover, she'll work harder to get closer. And when she finally starts unraveling who you are, she'll realize every second of curiosity was worth it. Want to know a classic mistake most guys make? They're always available, like public Wi-Fi. When your attention is too easy to get, it loses value. The scarcity mindset fixes this. You limit how much you're available, and every interaction with you becomes special. Think of it like a ticket to an exclusive show. The rarer it is, the more valuable it becomes. This doesn't mean vanishing or ignoring her just to seem hard to get. It's about being selective with where and when you invest your time. If she sends you a message, don't fall into the trap of replying at lightning speed. Prioritize your plans and make it clear that your life is full of important things. When you do this, she realizes your attention isn't just anything, it's a privilege. And here's the magic. Well-balanced distance makes her miss you. If you're always around, how will she wonder about you? By creating space, she starts asking herself, why isn't he here now? What's he doing? That curiosity turns into desire and makes her want to get closer. In the end, it all comes down to valuing your time and your space. When you respect your own attention, she'll do the same. By applying the scarcity mindset intelligently, you change the way she sees you, from just another guy to someone truly worth pursuing. You know what kills interest faster than a movie spoiler? Predictability. When she can guess your every move, you become a book she's already read. And no one wants to reread an obvious book, right? The key to keeping the spark alive is novelty. Small surprises make a big impact, and you don't have to do anything over the top. Just break the script. For example, if you already have a habit of exchanging messages, why not send a funny voice note about something unexpected that happened during your day? Or share a video you know will make her laugh out loud. If you're planning a date, forget the cliches. Instead of a basic dinner, take her to a hidden spot with an amazing view, or try something new together, like a dance class or exotic food tasting. She'll never forget it. Now, here's the advanced trick. Challenge her expectations of you. If she sees you as the laid-back guy, show her you have a serious, reflective side. If she thinks you only like lighthearted conversations, surprise her with a deep opinion or a personal story. Revealing different layers of who you are keeps the interaction dynamic and ensures she never knows what's coming next. Novelty is the emotional glue that makes good memories stick in the brain. Women remember the people who make them feel something unique. And when you bring the element of surprise into how you act or communicate, not only does she feel more engaged, but she also starts to anticipate with excitement what's coming next. After all, who doesn't love a good surprise? Sure, appearance might grab attention at first, but if you want her to stay, you'll need something far more powerful, an emotional connection. And that connection begins with a real conversation. Forget the generic questions like, what do you do? And focus on what really matters. Ask something like, what motivates you in what you do, or what's been the highlight of your week? That's when she starts to see you're different, and that you're willing to go beyond the surface. Listening is half the game. Truly listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk, but actually paying attention to what she's saying. If she feels heard, she'll want to open up even more. And when you show genuine interest, guess what happens? She starts to trust you. But hold on, it's not just about listening. You need to open up too. Share stories that reveal who you are, the challenges you've faced, or the things that excite you. When you share, you create a space where both of you can connect on a deeper level. Oh, and here's the kicker. Building emotional intimacy isn't about seeming perfect, but about being human. Your flaws, your lessons, your passions, all of it makes you authentic. And when she feels like she can be vulnerable too, that's when the magic happens. This isn't a game. It's about creating something genuine that's actually worth it. When you master this art, things change. She starts to see you as someone special, the guy with whom conversations are different, intense, and memorable. And the best part, these connections don't just leave an impression. They ensure she'll remember you long after the conversation is over. You know what triggers anyone's instincts? Competition. The idea of losing something valuable to someone else sets desire on fire. And yes, women feel this too. When she realizes you're admired, especially by other women, something in her mind screams, I can't lose this guy. The trick here isn't to be arrogant, but to subtly show that you're wanted, without even saying a word. The best way to do this? Be a social guy. Surround yourself with friends, attend events, and show that you're an active and interesting person. When she sees you're valued by others, her perception of you shifts. You're no longer just any guy. You're someone people want to be around. This instantly raises your value. It's like walking into a store and seeing a product that's almost sold out. You want it even more, right? Another point is to create situations where she notices other women taking an interest in you. This doesn't have to be forced. It could be a casual conversation at a bar, a funny comment in a group, or even that moment when you naturally receive a compliment. These moments activate something in her. Wait, he's desirable. I need to make sure he chooses me. But do this with subtlety, without coming across as if you're trying to prove something. The important thing to remember is that this isn't about manipulating her or making her feel insecure. It's about showing that you have value, not just to her, but to those around you. And when she sees that others have their eyes on you, her desire to win and keep you grows. Because now you're no longer just an option, you're a prize worth pursuing. Have you ever caught yourself imagining what it would be like to have the full attention of that woman who seems unattainable? And what if there was a simple and powerful way to turn that fantasy into reality without changing who you are or pretending to be someone you're not? The obsession method isn't just another empty promise. It's a method tested and proven by thousands of men who, like you, have felt the bitter taste of rejection. With techniques based on cutting-edge psychological studies, this method will create a connection so strong and real that she won't want to be anywhere else but by your side. Now think about this. Would you rather keep watching that woman in the arms of another guy, or would you rather be the man she chooses, the one she dreams about, and the one she can't get out of her mind? With the obsession method, you hold in your hands the secret to unlocking the deep, uncontrollable desire that all women carry. Click the link below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one.